So I'm here with LeighAnn. LeighAnn, what is your last name?
Bryson.
Bryson. And we just happened to be walking by today, cleaning up a bunch of stuff. And that's LeighAnn's house, or what used to be where her house is at. And she has a pretty incredible story about what actually happened. So I wanted to just ask you, what exactly happened? I know the kids had talked about, they said they had called you, but what is the real story?
Well, we've ridden out tons of tornadoes for years and years, you know, and you think you have a feel of when to go to the cellar and when not to, and we just didn't think, like a lot of people, you know, that we would take such a direct hit.
Yeah.
But we made a decision to stay in the house. We had 5 labs and a little old schnauzer.
You said all of them lived?
All of them lived.
That's
no
awesome.
scratches on any of them. But everything started happening really fast. I had cooked dinner, and we knew the storms were coming, but they were a distance away, and it seemed like next thing you knew, it was at Thunderbird Lake, which was just a few miles that was southwest of us. And then we had to pretty much hurry up and make decisions. And I had fixed an apple pie and laid it on the counter, and Tom had looked at it, taken the Reynolds wrap off of it.
Please tell me you got to eat some of it.
Didn't get to eat any of it, but what the funny thing was, is he had usually tucked the Reynolds wrap on the sides. Well, he just left it loose on the top of the pie. When the tornado hit and the aftermath, when we got to go back in the house, even the Reynolds wrap had not blown off the pie. It was still, the pie was still sitting on the counter in the same place. The Reynolds wrap was loose, just laying on top of it. It didn't even move.
Oh my goodness. But yet all of your house was gone.
The roof was gone, the house was gone, most of the walls were gone, the brick was gone.
And you guys were in the bathroom, is that right?
We were in the bathroom. Again, like I said, it started happening really, really fast. And part of the problem was the electricity went off. We were watching the weather.
Right.
And then the electricity went off, so we really didn't have our bearings. We had a weather radio, but the battery had run down a bit on the weather radio. Bad on us, because then we couldn't use the electric. But we took it with us anyway.
Your granddaughter said she was on the phone with you.
Yeah, she was on the phone with us. They were running from the storm, which is not a good thing. But they managed to get around behind it, so they were safe. My younger son had left to go storm chasing. And thank God he did, because if he'd have been here, he would have been killed.
Wow, because his room was gone.
His room was gone, his bathroom was gone, living room was gone. There was very little room in our bathroom, and even if he'd been in the bathroom with us, he probably would have been gone, because Tom and I were in the bathroom, and the male lab was
like this.
All right, so she was holding on to you like that, because you were saying something about you were like floating in the air or something, and this is Tom, her husband.
Yeah, my feet got up in the air, and she, with the power, I guess you could say the power of God, grabbed underneath that sink, and grabbed a 250-pound man being sucked out, and dragged his butt back down. Saved me.
That's incredible. So, what were you thinking at that moment? I know it's a weird question.
Yeah,
but
you don't think. I mean, you're just hanging on for dear life for yourself and for your loved ones. And
well, Tom was saying that was like his 8th or 9th life. You're in the military, which is awesome. How God brought me to you, because I'm in the military, so it's like helping another soldier. Exactly. Yeah. And then I love the cross, because it still has. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see if we can see it. You can still have sheetrock inside the cross. Which that was the first thing you found? Did I tell you the first thing that we found when we got out here this morning? The first thing we found was Psalms chapter 20. The first thing a girl picked up, and we started reading it out loud to everyone. It's talking about God protecting you, and it was pretty awesome.
Well, and we found last night, we were out here, and my dad had my great-grandfather's Bible, and it flew, but I found a little sliver of it, and it said, "In all things give thanks."
How incredible is that?
You know, and praise to God. And,
absolutely.
I stuck it. We did find my Bible, and I stuck it in my Bible. But it was just, it's awe-inspiring. We know that God is the only thing that saved us. We know that because we've tried to be so giving and helpful to others, that's why we've been so fortunate to have so much help. You know, a lot of the churches, you guys coming out, helping us. We've never had to take a handout. We've never had to take anything from anyone. You know, we've been so blessed in so many ways.
Tom was saying it was really hard for you because you're so used to being the mother hen and helping everybody else out, and it was the first time that you're like, I actually need help. You know, to say that.
It's hard. It's extremely, extremely hard to accept the fact that you've got to have help, because insurance covers a lot, but it doesn't cover everything. And you're still getting paid, you know, thank God, but you have expenses now that you've never had before and couldn't have even planned for. And no budget in the world can prepare you for, you know,